Everybody's ready. We'll get the meeting started. Call the roll, Angie.
Jack Banks,
Here.
Kenny Anderson,
Here.
Deb Collier. Here. Chetty Smith.
Here.
Jimmy McCall.
Here.
Judge Allen.
Here. We'll do Pledge of Allegiance, and Jack, you do I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, Lord, as always, we come to you today. We ask, Father, that we first want to thank you for our blessings. Thank you for today's blessings, every day's blessings, Lord. And Father, we ask you, Lord, to bless this meeting, Father. Bless us to follow your lead and that we do the right things for our friends and neighbors, our communities, and our county. And Lord, we just ask you, Father, to, before we close, that you just bless the ones that's lost loved ones, Father, in their communities, for we know there are many. Comfort them, Lord, as only you can. And Father, we'll be sure to give you praise, honor, and glory. We ask this, Father, in Jesus' name we do pray. Amen. So we welcome everybody here this morning, Monday, August 18th, 2025. We get right into it. Do you have any committee reports? In the desk, that's Stacy. We'll move on to the minutes of the previous meetings. Looks like we had two. Anybody see any changes need to be made or a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve them.
I'll second.
Call the roll when you're ready, Angie.
Jack.
Yes.
Kenny.
Yes.
Deb. Yes. Chetty.
Yes.
Benny.
Yes.
Judge Allen.
Yes. First thing under new business, update from ERC. Brandon?
First thing, we got contractor Blue Rock. They'll likely start laying asphalt for the end of this week. And they'll start with projects for the 22 flood. We're gonna need you guys' help coming up with a list of creek banks and ditches in every district that needs sediment removal. And we'll need that by about the end of the month.
Is that sediment just along the county roads, or is that
Yeah.
just along our roads, correct?
Yeah. Anything in creeks or ditches
Would that
along the roads,
state or county?
just county.
Just county.
I've certainly got a few I can give you pretty quick. I'm sure.
I believe everybody does. Yeah. Yeah.
We just don't want to miss anything, so we're just asking you to put together a list.
Appreciate it.
All right, and then we have some road repair projects to award. We got project 750830. It's for work on Shaw Drive. And the low bid is CNC for $3,694. We got project 731345 from Low Gap Branch. Low bid was CNC for $3,170. Project 731368 for Gander Settlement Talent Branch, Crabapple Drive. The low bid was Beyond Blessed for $9,282. Project 731356 for Otis, Burns, and Bucklick. The low bid was CNC for $28,937. And then for the second bridge on Buttry Drive and the Combs Branch Bridge work, B-Brock was the low bid for $43,537.
Is that the bridge we looked at?
That's the other one when we come down to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's I'm saying too. We have a motion on those bid prices.
I'll make a motion, we go with them bid.
I second. Call right with you.
Benny?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Kenny?
Yes.
Deb? Yes. Teddy?
Yes.
Judge Adams?
Yes. Thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it.
Was it yesterday?
Good morning.
Was it?
Morning, Brandon.
Got a quick update for y'all. I passed out the status report. Did anybody get some?
Yes.
An update for the FEMA 2025 buyout properties. Buyout, we still haven't gotten any approval to start on any of those properties yet, so we're still waiting for the state to tell us to start. So all those properties are still technically not in. For the current 2022 buyout, in FEMA, we purchased 73 and demolished 64. The remaining properties that need to be demolished are either pending vacancy or abatement. We're still stuck in that phase. We have about 12 that are left to purchase. Let's see. Most of those are pending title issues. And then NRCS, we purchased 58 and demolished 14. The remainder of those are asbestos survey and abatement. We put out, I think, 10 last week for survey, so hopefully we'll get some back so we can demolish a couple of those. And we got 13 that are pending closing. We're putting out another request for those funds hopefully this week. So by the end of September, hopefully we'll have 13 more closed. And then the remaining properties are mostly homeowner documentation, so we just need like FEMA letters or something like that from the property owner to finish that.
How many of those are remaining? Do you know?
Let's see, probably around 30, I'd say. Any specific questions on any properties?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Number 2, update from Cran.
Good morning.
Welcome.
A couple things we wanted to make sure I mentioned was that the Cumberland River Phase 4 that's coming along. We're getting close on that, so that's happening. And the Lucky Hollow, we're working on the environmental review for that right now. So that's all a long process, sending out to different federal departments, waiting for the response and things like that. And we should have everything else on that update I passed around there, so if anybody has any questions about that, we can pass those along.
So the Cumberland River Phase 4.
Yeah, that's getting close to what she said.
Okay, good deal. Anybody got any questions of Cran? We thank you. Number 3, the jail commissary report. Mr. Brian Sloan. Welcome, Brian.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. All righty.
Start off as 7/1/2025 at $60,198.28 in the commissary. At $17,539.09 in deposits. The grand total is $17,539.09. And add that up, get $77,727.37. That's a lot of sevens, but the inventory is $15,935.50. Paying Meditech, $1,755. Entertainment expense is $127.96. Paying the state, work lease, $3,055.68. Half pay for rent the commissary is $810.34. Half pay on the doctor transport is $1,360.73. And the fees and co-pay is $4,675.99. Grand total of $27,721. Leaving the commissary at $80,006.37.
Appreciate the job you're doing.
I appreciate you all. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I'd like to say the jail committee toured the jail last month, and it looks really good. It was really cleaned up, very nice, and it was a total change. And I want to, especially for Lena, I know she's worked hard for that. And we just appreciate it, what you've done, and it looks really good.
Yeah, we make sure it gets cleaned up. I'll tell you, it keeps down medical issues. I mean, staff will run rapid through your jail, and before you know it, you got people with the office twice as many as it's a incentive to clean. Like the clean will turn the fire on, so they don't get no TV, no hot pots or nothing until it's cleaned in the morning. Then throughout the day, they holler for cleaning supplies, we put them in there, you know, so. We're a little overcrowded, so it looks cluttered, not dirty, but cluttered. We got a lot of people in there with mats. We have mats on the floor, you have property on the floor. It's overcrowded. For the most part, I think they do a good job of keeping it clean.
Sure do. It looks great, Brian. Sure do.
And I appreciate that.
Brian, I seen on there on one of them posts where y'all on the work release, maybe do some pressure washing too.
Yeah.
Could we maybe get them to do the miners memorial to Hempfield for the bridge?
They have the pressure washing for us to use. That's the only way we got the high school one of us to pressure wash, and we use their equipment.
So if we can come up with one, we can do it.
More
If we
deal.
come up with
Yeah.
pressure wash.
I've got one.
More deal, we'll take care of it.
You know, the bricks has got mossed over and you can't hardly read them
Yeah.
and stuff, they need to be washed off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll take care of it. Care of it. Just let us know. And, I think
Yeah.
something for his watch.
Yes, that is a high school.
Yeah. Just pretty busy with cutting and stuff. We got the festival coming up. Females, we can use them elsewhere too. So I got 4 females on our list.
Okay, good deal.
They do a good job for the community.
They sure do.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
We'll try to coordinate that, Kenny.
Yeah.
Item 4, approve the new hires. Got Jared Chavies in the jail and Peter Wicker in the jail. Have a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I see.
Call the roll when you're ready.
Chevy,
Yes.
Benny,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Kenny,
Yes.
Deb. Yes. Judge Adams.
Yes. Item 5, discuss Joseph Drive. You want to talk about that, Jack?
Yeah, I was approached, I guess it's been a few months, about the folks that live over on this flat gap almost to the Virginia line. This road has been Air County Road for years, but since then, one of the homes has burnt down, and there's actually nobody that lives back there. There are people that visit back there. One family at the main end, they have like campers set up. And what they were wanting to do was remove this road. They actually won't put a gate on it because they don't want anybody back there anymore. Like a public road, they just want to close it off. So I got all the signatures from them, and they've all agreed that they want to pull Joseph Drive. And I make a motion that we do that.
And he's got signatures from the landowners.
Yeah.
If they all want to do it. From everybody.
They all want to do it.
I'll second.
We need I need a difference. Is it taking the entire road out or a portion?
Entire.
The entire length.
Entire road.
And we'll have to do a resolution and things for that effect. Call the roll when you're ready.
Deb. Yes. Chevy,
Yes.
Benny,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Kenny,
Yes.
Judge Adams.
Yes. And we'll get you that distance off KYTC. Move on to item number 6, water line placement on Judy Branch. They're running the county water up in there, and they're apparently going to do a road bore up there next to a pond, and they was just needing our blessing on doing that in case there was some kind of issue with it. But that's, have you got that, Jamie? Do we need to read anything about
No, it's
that?
just an agreement they're leasing. What they were telling me is that the Judy Branch Road crosses the dam of the pond at some point on or near Billy Cowell's property, and they needed to bore under there to get 2 more houses added to the water. So the contractor was nervous about it in case basically drain the pond. You know, when he's got to do that bore, so he wanted us, because it's our road, it's called because it's our property, it's on our lease side. We're leasing liability if this pond drains from this revenue. So that's why we put this together. If y'all are okay, I'm not that familiar with that part of the road. But this is an agreement to allow them to do that bore without potential liability to it.
You just need a motion.
I second it. I went up and looked at it, and I actually don't know why they just didn't give the county road up the middle of it, it's Grange Road. But if that's how they really need to go, as long as them people get water.
Call roll, Angie.
Kenny?
Yes.
Deb? Yes. Chitty?
Yes.
Benny?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Judge Adams?
Yes. Item 7, first reading of ordinance on Bull Creek, the speed limit ordinance on Bull Creek Road. Got that, Jamie?
Be it ordained by Letcher County Fiscal Court, Whitesburg, Letcher County, Kentucky as follows. That the speed limit on the county road known as Bull Creek Road in Letcher County, Kentucky is hereby set in an amount not to exceed 15 miles per hour for the section of CR 1368 between the intersection of Amos Road and then at the Perry Letcher County boundary by all traffic vehicles. Any operator of vehicle found to be in violation of the above said speed limit shall be fined in an amount equal to $2 for each mile per hour in excess of said speed. In addition to the fine set forth above, the operator of the vehicle shall be assessed all collection and court costs as set forth in KRS 189, 394, sections 1 through 7.
I make the motion on the first reading.
I'll say.
Call the roll, are you ready, Angie?
Jack?
Yes.
Kenny?
Yes.
Deb? Yes. Chitty?
Yes.
Benny?
Yes.
Judge Adams?
Yes. Item 8, resolution on co-severance projects. You want to explain that, Deej?
I will. Before I read parts of it, we're going to do $500,000 for the jail operations. That'll help us fund the jail for a little bit. And then on Kings Creek Fire Department, $15,000. That'll be their operations and maintenance phase 2. When they were not in good standing, I only did the last projects that we did for the fire departments. I only did $5,000 for Kings Creek because that's how much money they owe the county back for something that we paid for already. So we need to increase it to $20,000 like the other fire departments for the 2 biennium years, and that'll make Kings Creek get the same money that all the other fire departments are getting. So, adoption of a resolution of the Letcher County Fiscal Court authorizing the filing of a Kentucky Local Government Economic Development Fund House Bill 6 project proposal grant application for up to $515,000 in local government economic development single county funds with the Department for Local Government, authorizing and directing the Letcher County Judge Executive to execute any documents which are deemed necessary by DLG to carry out this project, and authorizing the Judge Executive to act as the authorized correspondent for this project. Now therefore be it resolved on the 18th day of August 2025 by the Letcher County Fiscal Court that a House Bill 6 co-severance project application on behalf of the county for LGEDF monies up to $500,000 for Letcher County jail operations, $15,000 for Kings Creek Fire Department operations and maintenance phase 2. Project shall be submitted to DLG County shall provide such additional information and furnish such documentation as may be required, and the county judge executive shall act as the authorized respondent for this project.
We have a motion on those cold severance payments.
I make a motion, accept it.
I'll second.
Call roll.
Benny.
Yes.
Jack.
Yes.
Kenny.
Yes.
Deb. Yes. Teddy.
Yes.
Deb.
Yes. Item 9, the annual treasurer's settlement.
I said her in the driveway. Okay. Are we, treasure settlement? This is just a settlement for the year that closed out for, July 1 of 2024 to June 30 of 2025. It shows you a summary on the first page of for each fund, the beginning balance, receipts, disbursements, the ending balance for each account. So that, and it all balances back with the fourth quarter report and the June 30 treasurer's report. And then, as part of this document, like for each fund, it shows every vendor that we paid any money to. It shows the total amount. So, like for example, A&AD's on the very first one on the top for general fund, they got paid $29,027.50 for the entire year. So that just shows you each vendor, each checking account, each vendor, and what they got paid for the year. And it balances back with the summary.
This is nice.
And I am required to, on the last page, just sign a statement that I'm swearing that it's true and correct to the best of my knowledge. And then I got it notarized.
Yeah, this is nice.
Thank you. So this is just presented to you all to just accept this upon audit.
Was that the actual expense for the year on the jail, DJ? 1.632?
Yes.
That's the highest we've had in
Yes.
a long time that I can remember.
Yeah, seems like it's usually 1.2 or 1.3.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you need a motion on this, DJ? It's just something that you're doing. You need to accept it.
You just need to accept it pending audit.
It's a motion to accept.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
A second.
Call roll.
Teddy.
Yes.
Benny.
Yes.
Jack.
Yes.
Kenny.
Yes.
Deb. Yes. Deb.
Yes. Item 10, the budget amendment, 2026 budget amendment number 1. It's DJ.
And this is the budget amendment we do every year to amend the carryover balances from the previous year. So this is an ordinance relating to fiscal year 25-26 annual budget and amendment thereof, whereas the Letcher County Fiscal Court has realized unbudgeted receipts from the following funds, be it ordained by the Letcher County Fiscal Court of the Commonwealth of Kentucky that the budget for fiscal year 25-26 is amended to increase receipts in general fund $294,749.70, road $7,476,038.57, jail $97,412.90, LGEA $874,935.51, EKSA $1,757,966.18, forestry $6,660.20, flood loan $17,996.25, Marlow water $11.28, ABC $3,745.84, grant account $4,869,707.29, clerk storage fees $18,380.19, disaster relief $24.02, And in case that looks weird to you, we've got like over $12,000, but that was part of the budget, so you only amend in one you didn't budget. The ARPA fund, $157,442.82. Former City of Blackie, $39.19. Local assistance, $71.96. Opioid fund, $151,898.92. And the buyout fund, $71,574.73. It will increase the general fund. I probably don't need to read all those amounts again. Each fund is listed with the corresponding number. That's the same for the receipts, and the total is $15,798,655.55.
Have a motion on the budget amendment number 1.
Make the motion. Accept the budget.
We have a second.
I'll second.
Call roll.
Deb? Yes. Chetty?
Yes.
Benny?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Kenny?
Yes.
Judge Adams?
Yes. Item 11, the treasurer's report.
This is a treasurer's report for the month of July 2025. General fund had a beginning balance of $294,749.70. Revenue received $367,493.92. Dispersed $539,425.72. Ending cash balance is $122,817.90. Road and bridge beginning balance $7,476,38.57. Revenue received $2,452,889.98. Dispersed $683,597.90. Ending cash balance is $9,245,330.65. Jail fund beginning balance $97,412.90. Revenue received $145,853.21. Dispersed $117,125.25. Ending cash balance is $126,140.86. LGEA fund beginning balance $874,935.51. Revenue received $545,770.39. Dispersed $197,808.67. Ending cash balance is $1,222,897.23. Forestry fund beginning and ending balance is $6,660.20. No revenue and no cash disbursements. Horse Trail CD has $40,000. The ARPA fund beginning balance $257,442.82. Revenue received $32.80. No disbursements. Ending cash balance is $257,475.62. Police Memorial Fund beginning balance $2,605. And that's the ending balance with no revenue and no disbursements. The Tourism Martin Van Bakes Fund beginning and ending balance $7,380.75. No revenue, no cash disbursements. The Marlow Water, same thing, beginning and ending $11.28. No revenue, no disbursements. Flood Loan Fund beginning balance $22,996.75. Revenue received $4.88. No disbursements. Ending cash balance is $23,001.63. County Court Clerk Storage Fees beginning balance $18,380.19. Revenue received $16,93.95. No disbursements. Ending cash balance is $20,074.14. Disaster Relief Fund beginning balance $12,224.02. Revenue received $2.60. No disbursements. Ending cash balance is $12,226.62. City of Blackie Fund beginning balance $53,639.19. Revenue received $11.39. No disbursements. Ending cash balance is $53,650.58. EK Safe Fund beginning balance, $1,757,966.18. Revenue received, $223,79. Dispersed, $10,274.50. Any cash balance is $1,747,915.47. The Local Assistance and Travel Consistency Fund beginning balance, $100,271.96. Revenue received, $12.78. No disbursements. Any cash balance is $100,284.74. The Opioid Fund beginning balance is $451,898.92. Revenue received, $57.63. No disbursements. Any cash balance is $451,956.55. The Buyout Fund beginning balance $171,574.73. Revenue received $476,392.24. Disbursed $62,517. Any cash balance is $585,449.97. The grant account beginning balance $4,969,707.29. Revenue received $631.63. Disbursed $311,371. Any cash balance is $658,967.92. The ABC account beginning balance $4,745.84. Revenue received $1,010.65. No disbursements. Any cash balance is $5,756.49. The next page is a recap of the bank balances, and then you have your sanitation, rec center, and tourism monthly report.
Any questions on the treasurer's report?
If you look on that sanitation, the last, for July, I think that amount is wrong on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's way off. And I may be wrong, but,
At the profit loss, yeah.
yeah.
Seems high. Well, it is high. It's the highest we've had.
I can add that up real quick.
Yeah.
If that's wrong, I sure need to check my, my formulas in that spreadsheet for sure. Let's see.
Let's see.
Just the total income, it should be possible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's gotta be wrong. Now that I look at total expenses, 148. Total income, 157. That's wrong. When you all are having no new business, I'll go in there and fix it and bring you back a new report. You can take home with you.
Okay.
Good idea.
Girl.
Busy stuff in there. I'll stick it.
Can you spot check those other ones too, DJ, just to
I will. Because it could be wrong and those other ones too, I'll check them out.
Yeah, that rec center was,
Yeah. Horrible.
we'll move on to the transfers. Okay, transfers.
Okay. So, both of these were transferred because the state did electronic deposits in the wrong account. So like Road Bridge had over 2 million in receipts, but actually $1.8 million of it should have went in the EK Safe Fund and not in the Road Bridge. And then, LGEA fund, they did an electronic deposit of $250,000, and that sure went in general fund. So I'm transferring the money where it needs to go. So transfer from road to EKSA, $1,800,000, and transfer from LGEA to the general fund, $250,000. That's always fun when the auditor comes in. What are you gonna do about it? They put it in the wrong account. You just gotta move it where it goes.
Have a motion on the 2 transfers.
I make a motion on transfer.
A second.
Roll, ain't you?
Kenny,
Yes.
Deb,
Yes.
Chad,
Yes.
Benny,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
and Jack.
Yes. Item 13, net bills for payment. I got a question and a reason not to pay them.
Going back.
Medicare and SWAT.
Trying to put you on the ball.
Did you sign it?
How old are you? It said 110, if you don't qualify.
No questions on the bills. Move to public comment. Anything? Go to old business. They got anything?
District 1, we have, well, it pertains to all of us. I saw where the general store's going to close the doors. And somebody asked me if we were going to, they were sort of asking about rental, and I didn't really know on that.
They can get with us.
Okay.
And, you know, if we can work with somebody in the community to keep that building an asset, sell it to the community, we will.
Yeah, they were wondering what they were going to sell it for, and they were wondering what they were selling. And I suppose it was all their inventory that they're selling.
Probably, yep.
Because they asked if we still own the building, and I said yes.
At least the building.
They leased it.
Yeah, so I'll tell them to get up with the office.
Yep. Just tell them to call us sometime, we can talk to them. I hate to see that building sitting vacant.
Oh,
You know,
gosh.
it's anything sitting vacant, it kind of goes downhill, but,
Very nice
Especially when you
building.
do something like that. That's-
and then an asset to the
Yeah.
community over, so it- coming in and getting a gallon of milk if you need it or whatever.
Right.
It's an asset to the,
Basic groceries, they can get that there.
Judge, I'd like to bring something up.
okay.
I know when we voted to change the times of the meetings, that, you know, I agreed to it, but just, you know, for a period, just to see how it goes. And recently, I've been asked several times about changing that time back from some of my own constituents. And of course, you know, there's noise out, but I wouldn't want any citizens to think that we change the meeting time to do something that would hinder them from coming in and being able to voice their opinion. So, my thought is we change it back for a little while just to see how things go and give people that opportunity that, you know, some people are saying they're not getting the opportunity. Others, I know, you know, the immediate concern was, you know, some of the meetings were going late and some of them was having to drive home, you know, late times. So that was one of the things we discussed. So I wanted to bring it up because, again, I don't want anybody to ever be able to say that we changed the meeting, that the fiscal court is doing something to hinder people from making an opinion or being able to come in, and that is noise, you know. So I wanted to bring that open for discussion, that we consider, changing that back for a while, just to see and allow those people, and some of my constituents also have mentioned that. And, we're voted to represent our people, so when our people bring something to us, then I feel it's our obligation and duty to bring that to the court. So I'm bringing that up and for discussion, and I will be making a motion for us to change that back. So, that's my thoughts on it. Again, I don't ever want the public to think that anything was switched or that we're doing anything that would hinder,
That is a lot of talk.
It is. It's a lot. And obviously that was not the reason that the times were moved. Number one, I would never have supported anything that would have been wrong to cut people out. So, I think in fairness, we should listen to the people and move it back for a while. Just to see how things go.
One issue I see is coming up in winter. A lot of them coming out at 6 o'clock at night, cold winter nights. Seems like 10 o'clock would be better for them, keep the roads open.
The only thing is, the ones that works can't come.
It is really,
right.
It is a real hindrance on our working people, and I understand that. And and when we made the change, based on what we had discussed, I felt comfortable to try that, and that was my opinion. I said I'll vote for it to try it,
Right.
as long as it doesn't turn into an issue. I think it's turned into an issue. So I think that everybody should have the opportunity to address the fiscal court and come in and be able to make their opinions known. So if changing it back to the evening helps them to do that, I'm good with that.
Yeah, especially in the wintertime, you've got, earlier days, and it's dark, 5 o'clock in the evening, 6, and, on one hand, you're accommodating some, and the other hand, you're not accommodating others, you elderly and folks that, they're kind of hard to get, they don't want to get out and travel of the evenings, and,
I ain't seen no elderly show up in the daytime.
Well, the only thing that, that it's hard to accommodate everybody, I understand that. But when we had the meetings at 6 o'clock, we didn't have a lot of complaints from the people. We did have some, because some people were driving home really late, and we did have some folks that were coming out and addressing issues, and being late getting home. So, in my opinion, it's just my opinion. I mean, we're a court, we all have one vote. In my opinion, we need to address those that are saying it is a hindrance for them and they can't, and support. I think they need the opportunity to be able to do that. So it's really hard on people that are working to take a day off if they have to take a day off, and I understand that part. I know we have it on every third Monday. You have a month's notice if you wanted to take off or whatever, but some people can't afford to do that, and I understand. I'm just trying to be thoughtful of everybody in the process and try to, thank you, and try to, just address the concerns.
I don't know the numbers, but I think we're one of the few that have them at nights, or had them at nights. Most fiscal court meetings around us are during the day.
they are.
And I've always felt like if somebody has a real issue, if I had a real issue, I'd be here at 10 o'clock. That's the way I feel.
I guess what they're used to, it's been evenings for, ever since it's been.
Yeah, right.
But then you also got the staff that, they've been here all day and then, staying late too. So I can see it both ways. It is what it is. But Benny's got a motion on the floor.
I know that they've been wanting to change it back for a while. You can try it and see.
I think it needs to be tried.
Are you putting a time limit in that motion?
I'm sorry,
Are you putting a time limit in that motion?
can we do that?
Before we kind of,
Can, if we change it back to the evenings, can we put a time limit? I think if we address the 5-minute time limit, you know, that's.
I mean, I'm talking about that you want to try this, or you put a time limit on.
Oh, how long?
you want to try this.
I mean,
We did in the first, we did in the.
I don't think we put it, I think we just said we would try it and see how things go. I thought that was everybody's understanding, or at least that was my understanding. And I may be wrong, but I don't know. I mean, we could, if you wanted to put a time limit on it, just to see.
I mean, you just said track for a while to see how it goes,
Yeah.
but it's, no.
Well, let's see, this is, if we start flip-flopping back and forth though, yeah, then people don't know when court is on.
Well, I just make a motion that we change it back to the evenings. Then, should something change, we can change it back, but for the time being, that I'm just going to make that motion because I want to address everybody's concerns.
If we change it back to evening, then we would also need to change the public comment to the beginning of the meeting because of the time, because of winter hours, because sometimes public comment is not until, if we had it back in meeting in evening times, it wouldn't be until 10 o'clock at night. So
Well, that,
you know, they don't all go that long, but we've had it go longer than that.
we have. It's been, some of the meetings have been really, really long. And, but I think the judge sets the agenda. So I don't think we can motion on that, but to change it back, I think, you know, we can do that if the court so desires.
And I think, well, if we do change it, then we'll have to get with the sheriff's department on, you know, access to the security being here.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's,
You guys decide, we'll work with it.
Thanks, Sheriff.
It's about the public actually attending the meetings, whether they got opportunity to. They look around. There's no way here.
The thing is though, Wade, is this is what we saw when we had them at 6 o'clock also. Unless it was a big meeting like for the taxes and things like that.
Absolutely.
We saw this same thing, you know,
Same
and I
thing.
know that people, it eliminates their opportunity, but, you know, that's why I was not so reluctant to support it in the beginning, because this is what we saw when we had them at 6 o'clock. There was not a lot of community involvement. We'd love to see that, whether it's at 10 o'clock or 6 o'clock or whatever, but we saw a lot of empty seats when we had them at 6 o'clock also, so.
I mean, I understand it, but it's also every one of your largest employers, Walmart, hospital, children's school system, everybody's in concession right now. And there ain't a place on earth that I know of that's gonna give you 12 Mondays off just to come and attend a meeting in case you wanna speak your mind or whatever. I don't know places you can work at, and none of the places that I talked, that I just spoke of, can afford to have teachers that out every Monday, every month.
Walmart has a second shift, they can't come. Hospital has a second shift, they can't come.
Yeah, but right now, nobody has opportunity. At least somebody would have opportunity.
Second shift has opportunity now, that's one of the reasons I voted for. The second shift has opportunity to come this morning. If they have an issue, Walmart, hospital.
Don't say that, because the hospital's too short-handed to have people that can just leave. You know the hospital, they're short-handed.
I worked in a hospital 45 years, you can't tell me nothing about a hospital.
Well, I can give you a big point here. You can look and see that.
Yeah.
And then the school system, same way, you're gonna have teachers missing everywhere.
You got an argument either way, either way.
any more comments from the court? I'll say it is convenient for our staff, it's convenient for the community if they want to come to it. It's convenient for our older citizens. It's convenient for our federal partners and folks that want to come in. Their staff come to the meetings such as CRAD and other organizations that needs to be at our meetings during the day. You know, it's convenient for them, and I think it's working good, and it's something I'll continue supporting if you all wish to. If we ain't got anything else, I'll roll in.
I just think sometimes we have to look at we can't just make it convenient for us, you know, I mean, we have, you know, we were elected to, and I'm not pulling sides with anybody, it doesn't matter, I just don't want anybody in the public to ever be able to say, I mean, mine's not an election ploy, I'm not running for re-election, so, you know, mine's not political whatsoever, zero political.
Right.
So, I'm just really, some of my constituents were concerned, and it's my job to bring it and give the opportunity that the noise going around that we have taken from people.
Yeah, and that is your responsibility to bring that, and I appreciate that, Ben. Yeah. Call rolling.
Jack,
Pass.
Kenny,
Yes.
Deb,
Yes.
Jenny,
No.
Benny,
Yes.
Judge Adam.
No. Come back to you for a vote, Jack.
No, I'm going to vote no because, like the judge is saying, it works better for the working people that attend this court, and the working people, if I had an issue that I needed this county to take care of, I would be sure to be here at 10 o'clock. I would, that's just the way I feel. If you have an issue with the county, you can be here and take care of the problem. You don't need to ask to, you know, but it works better on day shift. It just, I think it's better for everybody. So I'm going to vote no.
So that's the tally.
3 yes, 3 no.
Motion does not pass. It will stay at 10 a.m. Anything else in old business? Go ahead.
The issue with Chestnut Drive came up to me again, in Pearl Creek, where that turn is being choked off by a lot of debris, block, and the guy came here a few times to present it. Adam's gentleman. And Chris that came here has asked us to have Steve Diggs, if possible, survey that, since it's been deemed a county road, and that is choked off there by that debris. An EMS, a big EMS truck, fire truck cannot get up in there. It would have to go all the way around to make that turn. So, and if that's something that we can address at some point.
To survey the two, the landowner's property there at.
And I'm not sure, Jamie, what is
I
that?
suppose we talked about a little before the meeting started. If they're encroaching on our county road, then we can do something. If they're building on their private property, then we can't. So, not a lot of our county roads have set widths. Some do, most don't. So my idea was perhaps Steve can look into it, see if it's got set width, see if they can determine if he and the road foreman can determine are they, because you can build to the moon on your own property, you know what I mean? But if it comes over on the county property, then we have an issue with him that we can address. But till we know if he's on us or not, we really can't do anything.
I spoke to Steve about that before. He did go, he actually looked for the deed and couldn't find the deed to that road, so I don't know where it goes from there.
A lot of those roads were just dotted in as.
What they laid on.
Yeah, it was pretty much just, there was no deeds historically for those roads. They were just kind of access that the county incorporated into the road plan years back. Or as specific widths on them, most of them, they're not there. I know there's some language.
Pearl Creek, you could probably find one on them other little roads off there that you probably won't.
And when you go, construction is damaging our road. You know what I mean? But if it's just, you can't drive an 18-wheeler up there, we're not with it. You know, we just have to look at it.
You don't start buying other people's property, tell you might not want what to find out.
Yep.
Is what this guy doing, is it causing the water to run in the weird way into our county road, or causing damage or anything?
No, I think he's just more or less, he's putting out that they're not getting over in his yard, like when you come in there with a trailer or something. and it is tight. It comes down to a intersection that's just a T there onto Pert Creek, and it's really just not a good.
Can our garbage truck get up there?
It's basically if you got a trailer in it, Deb.
Yeah.
If you got a trailer, you really have to jackknife it to get it in there. And a lot of
we
our
talked
roads-
about before, Deb. Yeah, the guy came and
Could you extend that cover?
We've extended it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
there's no way seem to fix that issue. I don't know how we can.
And a lot of our roads are the same way, you can't, if you're pulling a 16-foot trailer, let alone anything even bigger, you can't get, it's hard to get navigated around. But
I don't know where to go from
if you
there.
want to make it in the form of motion, we can send Steve up there to look at. Like I said, it may be that if you look back at those deeds, that the two property owners may be the deed.
Okay, let's just table it, or let me do a little bit more communicating, and then we'll go from there. Thank you.
Anything else, Deb?
No, I'm good, thank you.
I've been questioning Blackie about some stuff on the Blackie funds, but I need to do a little bit more research on it and bring it back.
Jack?
I'm good.
Culvert in Adams is branch there when you first go in, real narrow.
First one.
First one. FEMA was supposed to replace that 2 years ago, I think. They had plans on that and they never did do nothing with it. And we went down and tried to rock some of it this week, and the end of it is right at the edge of the creek and the edge of the
Ain't
road.
much.
They didn't know where to rock it.
That's one of them others, it's narrow.
Is that concrete or maybe?
But it's just too short.
I'll check on that. Anything else?
Judge, up in Sheets Fork, or Shades Fork, or is it? Could we look at a couple of the ditches up there? I know we can put them on the list, but that may be a little timely on that one, but, there and at Tom Biggs. Can we check those out?
Cleaning the ditches or rocking or?
Yeah, just cleaning them a little bit and just seeing if, we may need to rock a few places, but,
Tom Biggs and Sheetsville?
yeah, they come up and work for 15 Hollow. They do a good job up there. And they've done some work up there, and I appreciate them. But I actually got a call this morning on Shades Court about getting some work on the ditches.
I got a call on the ditch in England Street with a slip.
It's got a slip in it.
That went through the yard, the big slip went through the yard, and that lady got her property cleaned up. Now she is really concerned because that ditch is full, so.
Ingram's Creek.
Yeah. That's where the big slip was on there.
Just do us some work orders on those, and we'll try to work with it. Anybody got anything else? Steve, you got something there? I seen you come in late.
Yeah.
You want to address the court, or you and I to talk, or? Once we get done, we'll talk about it. Have a motion to adjourn.
I make it.
Second.
Call roll.
Benny?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Kenny?
Yes.
Deb?
Yes.
Chetty?
Yes.
Judge Adams?
Yes. Thank you all. Thank you. We'll try to get that thing.